Lila walked away from the cafe, her heels clicking on the pavement as the cool night air brushed against her skin. Her heart was racing. What just happened, she thought, clutching her bag tightly. Tom's words replayed in her mind like an eerie song she couldn't turn off. "He thinks it's rats," Tom had said, his voice trembling. "But it's me. I've been sneaking into the kitchen at night." Lila shook her head, trying to shake off the chills creeping up her spine. She wanted to laugh at the absurdity of it, but the look in Tom's eyes, haunted, desperate, stuck with her. As she turned a corner, her phone buzzed. It was Mia. "How was it? Did you hit it off?" Mia's cheerful voice asked. Lila hesitated. "Mia, I don't even know where to start. He's not normal. He told me he's living in his ex's basement without her knowing." Mia let out a nervous laugh, thinking it was a joke. But when Lila didn't join in, Mia said, "You're serious? That's insane, Lila. Are you okay?" Lila nodded, even though Mia couldn't see her. "I'm fine. I need to get home and process this." That night, Lila lay awake in bed, staring at the ceiling. The city outside her window was alive with sounds: cars, distant laughter, a dog barking. But all she could hear was Tom's voice. She felt bad for him, but there was something else she couldn't shake. Something darker. The next day, curiosity got the better of her. Lila searched for Tom's ex online, sifting through social media profiles until she found one that matched his description, a woman named Sarah. Sarah's profile was filled with pictures of her dog, a golden retriever, and posts about renovating her house. One post caught Lila's attention. It was a blurry photo of the basement door with the caption, *, weird noises again. Should I be worried? Thinking face, *. Lila's stomach churned. It's true, she thought. He's really there. Lila wasn't sure why she did it, but she messaged Sarah. "Hi, this might sound strange, but I met someone who mentioned knowing you. He said his name is Tom. I think there's something you should know." To her surprise, Sarah responded almost immediately. "Tom? As in my ex? What do you mean?" Lila hesitated, then typed, "He told me he's living in your basement." There was a long pause before Sarah replied. "That's impossible. He moved out months ago." Lila's fingers trembled as she typed, "Have you checked?" An hour later, Sarah called. Her voice was shaky. "I didn't believe you, but I went down there. There's a sleeping bag. Empty food wrappers. He's been here." Lila's breath caught. "What are you going to do?" "I'm calling the police," Sarah said, her voice firm. "Thank you for telling me." Lila thought that was the end of it, but 2 days later, her phone rang again. It was an unknown number. She answered hesitantly. "Hello?" "It's Sarah," the voice on the other end said. "He's gone." "Gone?" Lila asked, sitting up straighter. "When the police got here, the basement was empty," Sarah said. "But there was a note. It said, 'I'll always love you.'" Lila's blood ran cold. She didn't know what to say. "Do you think he's dangerous?" "I don't know," Sarah admitted. "But I changed the locks. And I got security cameras." Weeks passed, and Lila tried to move on, but every so often, she felt like she was being watched. She'd glance over her shoulder on the street or look out her window at night, half expecting to see Tom's face in the shadows. One evening, as she was locking her door, she noticed something unusual, a folded piece of paper tucked into her mailbox. Her heart pounded as she opened it. The handwriting was familiar. *, thank you for listening to me. You're the only one who ever did. Tom*. Lila stared at the note, her hands shaking. She wanted to believe it was harmless, but deep down, she knew this wasn't the last she'd hear from him. And she was right. Because a week later, there was a knock at her door. Lila froze at the knock. It wasn't the friendly, rhythmic knock of a neighbor or a delivery. It was deliberate, slow, 3 heavy thuds that echoed through her small apartment like a heartbeat. She crept toward the door, her palms sweaty and heart racing. Peering through the peephole, she saw no one. The hallway was empty, dimly lit by a flickering bulb. Her breath caught as she noticed something on the ground, a small package wrapped in brown paper, tied with a string. On top was a single note in the same familiar handwriting. "You didn't forget me, did you?" Lila's hands trembled as she picked up the package, her mind racing with possibilities. Slowly, she untied the string and peeled back the paper, revealing a small, old key. A knock came again, this time, from inside the apartment. Her scream caught in her throat as she spun around. The room was empty. But her living room window, which she swore had been locked, was slightly open, the curtains swaying in the cold night air.